guys, and welcome to another video with Lykke. This week I am celebrating 20 years of Harry Potter magic, and I'm doing so by dressing up and creating some Harry Potter fan art. And I'm drawing one of my favorite scenes from the first book. I'm not really the biggest Harry Potter fan, I would say. I absolutely love the books and the movies, and why wouldn't I? But I actually didn't know, or I had forgot, that this year is 20 years since the first book came out. And I realized when I went to the bookstore to get a birthday present for my boyfriend, and I found this copy is a special Slytherin edition of the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And I got him this version because he's a Slytherin. And of course I had to get one for myself as well. And yes, I know that I'm wearing a Gryffindor scarf, but I actually didn't know that I was a Hufflepuff when I made the scarf a few years back. But yes, I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm a proud Hufflepuff, and no, I'm not just a Hufflepuff because of the Fantastic Beasts. I actually took the test, and of course I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm not sure why I didn't realize before, because I'm definitely a Hufflepuff. But never mind, let's just jump right into the drawing, and I hope you enjoy. So I decided to draw the scene where Harry meets Hagrid for the first time, or at least is able to remember that he met Hagrid. And I just absolutely love this scene. I just love the way that Hagrid just smashes the door open, walks in, hands Harry birthday cake. Like, Harry has never had a birthday cake before, and then just out of nowhere this giant man just walks in and gives him a cake on his birthday. And then Hagrid tells Harry that he's special and that he's a wizard and he's going to attend a great wizarding school. And he also tells Harry how his parent dies. And it's just really amazing and lovely, and I just absolutely love that scene and whole chapter in the book, also in the movie as well. I just think that it's amazing how Hagrid just arrives and then just takes Harry into this magical world, and it's kind of the beginning, and it's where it all started. And I can't believe that it's 20 years ago the first book was published, and the first time that this book was able to be read by other than J.K. Rowling. It's just amazing. The way that I did this drawing was that I had a sketch in my sketchbook, and then I took a photo of the drawing. I sent it to myself on Facebook because that's just the easiest way, and why not? And then I placed the photo into Photoshop and flipped it over so that I could see my mistakes, and then I just added a second sketch layer just to correct those mistakes. And then of course I went in and did the line art, and I decided that I wanted a more sketchy look, so when I was actually done with the line art, I went in again with a smaller brush and just added some bit of a random lines. This kind of caused some problems when I had to color in the drawing after I had made my color palette, because I created small areas or pockets where I couldn't fill in with the paint bucket tools, so I would have to go in and fill out those small areas with the brush myself, which was kind of annoying, but I really liked the look that the line word had, so I kind of just guessed that I have to live with it. And it wasn't really that difficult and annoying again, so the end result was worth it. I'm quite sure that I was 10 when I saw the movie the first time, so that would have been in 2001 when the movie just came out. And I do remember that it was December and it was Christmas, because I was wearing my Christmas hat, and then when the scene with Voldemort coming out of Quill's head came on screen, I got so scared that I just, by reflex, pulled the hat over my eyes, and it wasn't until years later that I actually saw what happened in that scene, because I couldn't see through the hat, or I also closed my eyes. I think I might have done both, but I was at least 2 years older when I realized what actually happened in that scene, and I was kind of embarrassed that I hadn't seen it the first time. And other really annoying thing that I experienced when I watched the movie the first time was that I was 10 and I was terrible at English because English is not my main language and I was really bad at it. And on top of that, I couldn't really read the subtitles as quickly as they disappeared on the screen because I was really terrible at reading at that point as well. I am a bit dyslexic, so I had a hard time learning to read when I was a child, and it was really annoying. And especially when the name Professor McGonagall came on screen, I was like, what is that word? I couldn't wrap my head around those letters put together, and I didn't realize the first couple of times that it was actually just a name for a person, and then I just kind of glanced over it further on in the movie, and it was really annoying. But still, I got really fascinated with the story, and when I was older enough to actually being able to read the stories, I started reading the books myself. I know some people have had their parents read out loud the books, but my parents never really did that for me. I kind of wish sometimes that I did, but again, then when I started reading the books, I had the magical universe all to myself. I was introduced to the books by one of my friends in school, and she also ended up being one of the biggest Harry Potter fans I have known. She was given the books as a present, I think for Christmas, and she didn't really like the books until she saw the movie. I think it's kind of fucky, and I don't really remember how it all happened. I remember we were in her room and she showed me the book, but other than that, it's kind of fucky. And I am just adding some of the last details in the drawing, so I'm almost done. I'm just changing the eye colors as one of the last things, so of course Harry's eyes have to be green. And I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please remember that I post a new video every week, and if you want to be updated even more, you can go and visit my Instagram, and if you want to buy some of my art, you can go and visit my Redbubble. And until next time, take care and bye bye.